So I don't need 100,000 people. I'm not trying to be Silicon Valley's next VC funded, big tech company. Freaking awesome. All right, everybody, so look, day 3 was a doozy. It was a big day because there was just a lot that ended up happening. I want to put this into perspective for everybody who's watching this. Number 1, I run a software company called Chatmatic. Number 2, I run an agency at Chatmatic that helps business owners generate leads for their business. Number 3, I also run a company all under the same roof. I also run a company that then teaches people how to do what I do on the agency side. So I want to add some perspective. Running all 3 of those companies, definitely, they are separate. They're all together, right? They're all under the same umbrella. They're all part of Chatmatic, which might as well advertise while I'm here. This isn't awkward, is it? Does this look awkward? Maybe if I rest my head on it. I'll do the rest of the video like this. And I don't know, maybe not. Here's the thing, they're all under the same company. It's all Chatmatic, right? And yesterday was pretty unique in all 3 of those businesses because we had a lot going on. So I want to really just quickly describe what we did for this launch first, and then I want to talk to you guys about how I actually grew my agency yesterday and some cool things that happened there. So let's hop in. So behind me, what you guys are seeing right here is an actual outline of everything that I'm gonna cover on the 4-day sequence, which is super exciting because it's pretty much done. Now all I've gotta do is go through this list and lay out like what shots I'm gonna use. So like if I'm transitioning from one scene in my office to another scene over there, I've really, this is really interesting. I've been trying to pick up some tips, I guess, from like Netflix documentaries. So anytime you watch a documentary where it's a lot of people talking, like pay attention to what they're doing because you can use that when you're doing documentary style videos kind of like this, like vlogging almost. So here's what's cool. This is a layout of day 1, everything that I'm gonna cover in day 1 of this 4-day training. It's pretty awesome. It's gonna mostly just go over the potential that somebody has for running an agency. I've got day 2, day 3, and day 4. And I mean, this is pretty cool because in day 3, for instance, I'm literally gonna show people my 5 favorite ways of actually generating traffic and how to get clients. And then I'm gonna take people through live examples of things that I've done for my clients. And also, and I'll show you guys a clip here in just a second, I'm also gonna be giving people on day 3 a live look-in on an actual sales call that I recorded. Let me just show you a clip. Instagram. Yep. And so what we do is we don't primarily only stick to Messenger first, but second, I'll give you 2 kind of key insights. Number 1, I'm pretty sure Facebook's about to release, because Facebook owns Instagram as well. I'm pretty sure Facebook is about to release automations for Instagram Messenger, which would be very similar to what we do with Messenger stuff. But so that's pretty cool, right? I literally in 15 minutes had a call with somebody, closed them on a 20% of revenue style retainer for 6 months. Full disclosure, I don't have the signed agreement in hand right now, but from this call, I can tell you I've done this enough. This is probably gonna go pretty well, especially for them. They're gonna be the ones who make the most out of this. So it's a really unique thing in this 4-day training to go from probably, sitting on the sidelines, not having any idea what you can do for your own business, to understanding that, and please understand, this is a huge concept. 50 years ago, before college was what it is, the best way to learn something, and we're talking 50 years ago and every year prior, was to intern. Right? It was to intern. Way back in the day, if you wanted to be a mason, worker, you wanted to be somebody who did sculptures, you learned from other people and you tried to make sculptures. You didn't go to college and watch somebody else make sculptures. That's ridiculous. You can't learn that way. You can't improve your skill set. And yet now it's crazy, the idea of, let me describe what an agency ultimately is, especially in the beginning of your online career. An agency can be one of two things. Number one, it can be the best internship you've ever had. Let's imagine that you want to open an e-commerce store, right? I want to open my own e-commerce store. What is the best way to get started? I really want you guys to listen close. Is it better to A, spend a bunch of money opening a Shopify store, finding products, figuring out marketing, wasting your own marketing money, seeing if you can actually get products to people, trying to drop ship, waiting for coronavirus? Like, what? That's a nightmare. And that's why 99% of Shopify stores end up failing, especially when they're drop shipping, is because that's a difficult thing to do when you're coming in off the street, right? Now, you can do that, or try this model. What if instead of doing all of that at first, you went to another company that's already got products, that's already selling stuff online, that maybe is making $10, $20, $50,000 a month, but can't seem to get over that plateau because they're not doing any traditional marketing. And I know it sounds crazy, but there are tons of stores. The person I'm talking to in this call that I just showed you, they're doing no marketing aside from Instagram viral marketing. That's it. There's no advertising. There's barely any retargeting, if at all. There's very little email marketing going on, and they're a successful company because there are a lot of companies that get away with this. Instagram allows them to grow. Social media allows them to grow. They've got influencers who post for them, and they make sales. This person actually has a physical location. So I really want you guys to think about this. If I was to start a business from scratch, what's a better plan going in? Hey, I'm gonna go intern and get paid, right? Hey, take 20% of all the revenue from my store and any sales that you generate me. I'm gonna intern, and I'm gonna be allowed to see what kind of products sell, how to sell those products, what kind of advertising works. It's not my advertising money, it's somebody else's, and I'll make 20% of everything that I generate that person, and they've already got momentum. People think it's more complicated to open an agency than it is to start the entire business. I can't wrap my head around this. I legitimately can't understand that play. Oh, I'm gonna open up an entire store because I control everything. I would rather work for 10 stores making $2,000 a month off of each one of the stores, pulling in $20,000 a month, and yes, that's realistic for anybody. There's 1.3 million Shopify stores. That doesn't include the 4 million WooCommerce stores. There's more stores than any of us who will ever watch this video could ever end up using as clients or having as clients. Yes, some of them do their own marketing. Yes, some of them are Fortune 500, whatever. There's more than enough for all of us. Because a million people will never see this video because you guys don't share and you probably don't even subscribe and don't hit that like button. But you should. Throughout this whole series, you should definitely hit the like button on every one. Feel free to share it, comment, let me know what you guys are thinking about this. But anyways, that's what I want to impress upon you guys is the idea that this is really just, if you're starting your career but you have goals for something else, think of this as an internship. Running an agency is your internship, but you get paid for it. You get to learn all of the cool things that you can do to be productive and the good stuff and see the good ads and see the good way of marketing, and you get an inside look at like what they're doing on their Instagram strategy, how they're growing. You get to talk to the owner and see how they figured out their products. Like, you literally get to figure out the right way to start a business without having to put up any money. Literally, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that 99% of people who come to my offer and don't take it are crazy. If you really want to be able to generate revenue, there's no better way to get started right now, today. And that's what this 4-day series is going to be showcasing. So I'm pretty excited about this. It's going to show a whole bunch of really cool stuff. On day 3, I'm going to be giving this away. Let me find it. I'm going to be giving everybody this. This is an example of a real proposal that I write and send to my e-commerce clients. So literally, at the end of the call, she said, hey, I would love for you to write up what you just said and send it over to me. So you know what I did? I sent her this. Check this out. It actually goes through a general summary of what we're going to do. Very professionally written, and it explains how you can make money doing this. Shows some examples of some cool things that you can do inside of Messenger. Gives them examples of ad campaigns that we've run and actual revenue in those ad campaigns. And this is also looking really cool, right? Like official. Then it goes into real case studies, actual case studies of things that we've done for different brands and how we turned 1,400 into 9,600, how we turned 4,800 into 21,000, how we turned $89 into 12,000, how we turned $89 into 43,000. Check that out. I love this campaign. Yep, $89 into 43,000. Pretty freaking cool. And so I literally just send this to everybody when they ask how we turned 840 into 10,000. Pretty sweet. We turned 1,800 into 9,000. And remember, here's what's really important is, like, for instance, if you could do this, right? And I teach this inside my platforms. And you're actually going to learn some of it on these free 4-day trainings. If you could do this, that's 1,800 minus 9. Let's call it 7,000. You get 20% of that. That's $1,400. Yeah, $1,400 for one campaign, for one of my campaigns from this. It's absolutely ridiculous. But here's what's really cool. A lot of people struggle with, like, Travis, but I don't know how to do the pricing. Oh, don't worry. I got that in here for you too. So on day 3, I'm actually going to be giving away this proposal. I'm going to be giving away a proposal that I use for plastic surgeons and a proposal that I use for influencers, which is super freaking awesome. I'm really hooking it up. I'm basically giving a course away in 4 free days of training. And there are people who are crazy enough not to watch it, and there are people who are crazy enough not to execute on it. My incentive, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, my incentive here is to give you a tool that automates the work of this process. Not to sell you a course that teaches you how to do it. If I could, I would have everybody here in my office and I would teach all of you exactly what to do. Because if you learn what to do, then all I've got to do is give you the tool that allows you to do it, right? And here's what's amazing. I only need 500 to 1,000 people in our membership in order to make this one of the biggest and best tools out there, because then I can start hiring more developers, and I can start hiring more support staff, and I can start hiring more designers, and I can start doing bigger and better things. So I don't need 100,000 people. I'm not trying to be Silicon Valley's next VC-funded, big tech company. I want to be something that actually makes a change in people's lives, and you can't do that if you get too disconnected from the company. So that's a long story, but we're back to the main point here of yesterday I got this done, which was super cool, and I had a sales call, which grew my agency and got another client, which was awesome. And there was a bunch of other stuff that we did, and for some reason I can't think of it now. I filmed a couple of videos. I set up a new client that we were helping out. Can see over there, that we were helping out get some results for a new thing that they were doing. So yeah, overall did a bunch of stuff, and all the while still home by 5, and was able to edit yesterday's video. Yes, I had to edit the video at home, and I also edited the video that I'm releasing today. So there's definitely time. One thing that I hope you guys take away from this entire series is the idea that you do not find time for stuff, you make it. I'm in here early every single day. I stay until the latest that I possibly can. I hit a 1-hour CrossFit in the middle of the day, 1-hour CrossFit workout. So I get my workout in, I bring my meals so that I don't have to leave for lunch. I literally work through lunch every single day, not because I'm trying tirelessly to be a millionaire or whatever else. It's because I now gave myself a deadline, and I know that I want to be able to accomplish something big, and it excites me to think that I can help people make big changes in their life. Now, on top of that, I want to show you this. I haven't even released my training yet, so let me just show you. I haven't even released my actual training yet, the 4-day sequence. But let me show you what happens when you have a good product already. You guys can see right here, this is my buddy Jamar, who was just actually at our Bots and Business event. Take a look at that number right there. He is currently making $4,200, and he has $3,000 pending, and he says on the road to $10,000 a month agency in less than 90 days. He actually attended our Bots and Business Live event, which, as you'll see here, everybody who accesses our Chatmatic deal on this 4-day package gets the replays to that event. Same event that actually led this guy to, it's been about a week and a half, to $4,200 in clients. Now, that's not it. That would be great if that was the only one, but look, this also happened today. So these are in the last, I want to say 12, 24 hours. Both of these came in. Check this one out. Dov, my guy, $2,990 in revenue, 10 hours, 90 messenger subscribers, and $0 in ad spend. Wait, what? You can make money without spending money? Yes, you can. That goes into our framework discussion. I'm going to teach you guys exactly what to do in your messenger framework, and I'm going to be teaching it day 1. Up at the very top, you can't see it, sorry. Day 1, introduce the messenger framework. So you guys are going to literally learn on the first day how I set up a framework that allows you to take advantage of things so you can get free traffic into Messenger and you can get paid traffic into Messenger. telling you, one of the crazy things you're gonna learn about Messenger is it is not about quantity, it is about quality. It's not about how many thousands of people you can get into Messenger, it's about what you do when you get the ones that you have in there. So you can have 90 Messenger subscribers and make $3,000 without having to spend any ad spend. It's pretty exciting, and hopefully you guys enjoy these videos. Please do me a favor and subscribe and like my channel. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you guys enjoy this stuff, because I want to be able to grow this and want to make this more of a full-time thing, and I don't want to just make videos like how to start an agency in 2020, because that's just not what I'm going to do anymore. I want to do more stuff like this and actually talk and help you guys and do some really cool stuff. So yeah, it's time for me to go over here. I got to do some other stuff. I'm actually gonna, if you guys can see right there, that is the recording of my sales call, the full recording of my sales call. So I'm gonna take that off and I'm gonna put that up in my members area. So all the people who actually join my program are gonna have access to that call in its entirety. So the 15 minutes of it, listen to that for 15 minutes and see exactly how I go about closing clients. I've got stuff written on my windows. Can't show you guys all of that stuff, but some of it's doing with clients. And yep, that's it. Thanks guys, I'll see you tomorrow.